Welcome back to Happy the Fly Outdoors. My name is Carson, and today I'm going to be showing you the most two deadliest sets using a 150 conibear for mink and muskrat. Let's get into it. First thing that you're going to be needing to make these sets is that I'm going to be strictly using a conibear trap. Now this is a 150 conibear. I like the 150s a little bit better just due to they take up a little bit more space, and I feel like this has a better dispatch on either you have a big mink or a big muskrat. I think this is the bet for you. I tend to have a little bit more misses with the 110, but with the 150, basically when they go through it or even touch it, it's already game over. Alright, besides that, this is my preferred trap that I'm going to be using today. Now let's get into the sets. The type of waterways that I have out here where I am, where I trap my mink and muskrats, are small creeks. Now, obviously you can have a huge river, you can have any, like a pond, whatever. You can catch mink and muskrat about any type of waterway. But in this instance, I'm going to be doing an example for this. I'm going to be doing an example of a small creek. So when you're in a small creek, you tend to have a lot more either rocks or any type of bank or a high bank. Either if they have muskrats and they've been eroding the bank, this set is pretty deadly on that. Including too, if you have any type of bridges or culverts, this is absolutely deadly. So this set, many might know, is called the bottom edge set. Now the bottom edge set, preferably for me, is probably one of the most deadliest sets and the most overlooked. Now there's a couple ways of making the bottom edge set. Now obviously you need either a bank or some sort of structure that the muskrat or mink will be going against. Just a little bit of info about minks and muskrats. When they're swimming in a waterway, they tend to hug the bank. Number one, muskrats have bad eyesight, so they have to follow an object to follow downstream. They don't tend to swim in the middle of the stream, they tend to hug the bank. So if you're going to be trapping mink and muskrat, you're going to be most likely trapping them along the bank. So pretend here that this is either your high bank, this is going to be your culvert that you're going to be trapping against the wall, or either under a bridge or any type of structure basically against the bank that you know that the mink and muskrat are going to be following against. Now, only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my 150 here. Now it's set at an angle. Obviously you can see the springs here are bent like this, and I'm going to be showing you why in a sec. So only thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to take my 150, and only thing I'm doing is I'm just hugging the bank here. And that's it. So basically what we're doing is that we're blocking that edge here that they're going to be following, and they're going to come. So pretend like a muskrat or a mink that's hugging against this bank is going to come in, and then it's going to come across the conibear, and what it's going to do is that it's just basically going to go right through it, just because either if it's like an object or a type of hole or anything else like that they come across, they'll basically just go right through it, and then you'll have some fur waiting for you the next day. Only thing is that this obviously is not going to cut it, because just putting a conibear here, either if you have a current, water current, anything else like that, it's just going to fall right over. So only thing I tend to do, you can either do one of two things. One, once you place your conibear here, I tend to grab a brick. Now I know it's heavy, I know it's, if you put it in your trapper pack, it's going to be a pain in the butt, but when it comes to the set, you're going to need it. Only thing I tend to do is that I just place the brick right here, and that'll definitely filter through the muskrat or mink that's coming through here. It's going to come through the conibear, not from the other side, because it's just a waste of energy, right? So it's just going to come right through here, and you'll definitely have something by tomorrow. And also, do not forget to anchor off your trap. This is not your anchor. That is just basically just a mass putting it against the conibear. So what's going to happen here is that the muskrat or mink is going to come through, and that brick will fall down. So let me give a live example real quick. I'm going to grab a stick here, and I'm going to just put it through the conibear. Obviously you can see here, pretend that there's a water flow coming around, and basically this brick just fell, and basically this conibear is now free to go. So be sure to anchor off your trap to something else, either like a stick, or even like if you have an earth anchor or something like that, or maybe additional brick that has, you can drill a hole in it or something like that, you could do that also. So there you go everybody, there's a bottom edge set. Now let me show you a different way you could do this. Alright, so here's a 150. I'm going to bend the spring, but in the opposite direction. Alright? So now, instead of the spring being down, it's actually up. Now let me show you. I'm going to grab the same stick that I had earlier. And only thing we're going to do here, actually I have to go the other way, is that you can stick this in the ground, put it over the trap like that, and there you go. Now you have a different type of bottom edge set using a stick. Now this might work because maybe you have some gravel or some rocks, which I do, so I just resort to the brick. But if you have some good soil and you have a place that you could do this, I would just do the stick. Alright, let's get to our next set. Alright everybody, so this is probably my preferred set for trapping muskrats, and it's probably the most deadliest, but we're going to be trapping them. Pretend this is a muskrat run and it goes right into the bank. So the only thing that we're going to do here is that we're going to put a conibear right in the middle of this run to get some muskrats. So I'm going to grab the conibear with the stick that we had last time, and the only thing that we did, remember, is that we had our springs curved, and this is going to come in handy. So you can use any type of stick of any such, preferably one that won't break on you when you trap a muskrat. Only thing that we're going to do here is that we're going to put our stick right here in the ground, and only thing that we're going to do is that we're going to grab our conibear and we're just going to fit it right inside the run here. So we're going to make sure that's solid, and if you want to, you can either anchor this to the stick or you can have it separate. Alright, let me show you a different view of this. Alright, so we have our conibear set here in the middle of this supposed muskrat run, and just pretend here that we have a high bank here that has a muskrat hole, and pretend that this is going to be underwater. So this stick here is going to act as our anchor point, and this is why I actually really like using 150s also, is that it's not so small. When there's a run or anything else like that, there's tend to be a lot of times where I set a 110 and it's pretty small compared to the hole. Now, muskrats can easily go over, trip it off, or go around it. I tend to use the 150s in this type of situation. So in this instance, pretend that there is a muskrat coming back to the den, and only thing that's going to happen is that he's going to follow right into this trail, right against this conibear, and it's going to just trip it off. And that's it. You have yourself a muskrat. So this set is absolutely deadly. Now, I have a couple of other tips down my sleeve that I'll be sharing you down the road with my videos, but this is one of my favorite ways to trap muskrats, and probably the most deadliest out there. Well, thanks everybody for watching. Really hope you enjoyed the video. I know it's a quick one, but hey, these sets are the most deadliest sets and the most common sets I use on my trap line. If you have any other suggestions of your favorite type of sets, please leave it down in the comments below. I'll be glad to hear about it. But other than that, thank everybody for watching. Really hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, please leave it down in the comments. And if you really enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing to the channel to seeing more content like this. And be sure to click that like button also. But other than that, thank everybody for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Till then, I'll see everybody next time.